Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. Make some progress, I can see that they compare. I think everyone's against me, maybe something in the air. Am I paranoid? I swear a void is forming and they're scared. I walk a straight path, not many can say that. I like to play fast, cross me and there's payback. You better pray that I don't see your face at any place that I go. I know you hate that. I've been doing fine, I'm not wasting any more.
Yeah, partner, join me.
From the hallowed grounds of Fenway Park, MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Chicago White Sox and the Boston Red Sox.
Cruising on the beat like a jet ski, by the way. I be on my Gretzky. Conquer the ice, I'm too nice, homie, check me, I'm way fresher. My heart don't feel pressure. Do this for y'all, which means we rock together. I'm all for it, good nature like all forests. Out in the wilderness, brothers is not cool.
Well, Siggy, today we get the pleasure of seeing one of the hottest bats in baseball. His consistency at the plate has been remarkable.
Yeah, Boog, one of the toughest outs in the league right now. Sit back and relax because this guy's about to put on a show.
West Coast, come on. North side, south side, bounce.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So, almost ready to get underway. And on the mound in this one, Kutter Crawford. What should we keep an eye on here?
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
And now, Josh Rojas. Outside low, and we're underway. Just missed. And a foul ball. Makes the count 2-1.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Just a hammer 12-6 curveball right there, Boo. That was exactly what he wanted to do with it. Not a ton of pitchers can throw a true 12-6 break, but he does, and you can't throw it any better than he did right there.
Austin Slater stands in. Collected 3 hits in the loss yesterday. Slater, in his 8th season, batting second in today's lineup. He joined the team as a free agent. Out to short, Hamilton. Throws to first in time. Quick start to this afternoon's action. 2 gone. Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and an outfielder is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
And that one is downstairs. 1-1. Up the middle. Slings to first, and the White Sox go quietly. Down in order go the White Sox. Now the Red Sox will get their shot. No score. You're watching Red Sox baseball on the show, New England. Back here at Fenway, and today's starting pitcher, Bryse Wilson.
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. It's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Jarren Duran leading things off and takes a strike. Duran came up with 4 hits in his last game. This ball's chopped on the ground. Gallo. He steps on the bag. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting second.
Time down to check out the lineup for the Boston Red Sox. And a big factor for them in recent games, Wilyer Abreu.
Seems like he's delivering every single night for this team right now, and all eyes are on him. Probably the hottest guy in baseball. You can't help but hear people talking about him around the league. 15 RBIs in his last 10 games.
Let's go,
Alex Bregman, batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
No balls, 1 strike.
Tap foul at the plate. 1 out, base is empty. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Out to short. Baldwin whips it to first. And they get Bregman for the out.
Batting third, designated hitter, Rafael Devers.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Rafael Devers. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. Next offering is fouled back. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Nothing doing for Boston. Scoreless after one.
Going, yeah, we in goal mode. Going, yeah, we in goal mode. Going, yeah, we in goal mode.
Top of the second.
Leading
Now
off
here's
for
the
the
cleanup
White
hitter
Sox,
for the White
first
Sox.
baseman,
Joey Gallo. Crawford back to work. That's in for a strike.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
Sit him down.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He swung over top of the curveball.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
Benintendi to the plate. Down the hill for a strike. 0-1.
No, that's low. Ball.
Time to check on our umpires. Earl Hendricks calling balls and strikes.
Yeah, well-liked umpire, Boog. Pretty consistent with his zone, so if you're familiar with him and how he works, you won't get too surprised by anything. Sometimes he'll give a little bit off the corner, but nothing too crazy at all. I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Throw to first, gets the out, 2 down after the strikeout. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
2 down, bases empty. Dominic Fletcher now at the plate. Foul ball. No score here in the second. Check swing, and that's a ball. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Nothing doing for the White Sox. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And we're back here at Fenway Park, bottom half of inning number 2. And the batter now, Tristan Casas. Casas launched a homer in his most recent game.
Oh, yeah. It's 0-1.
Left-hand hitter waits. And that is out of play. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Well, big power guy right there and generating
Batting
so much
fifth,
bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Digging in, David Hamilton splits the plate, and it's 0-1. Grounds one to short. Baldwin slings it across. 2 up, 2 down.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That can set him up to go deep into this game.
So stepping in for Boston, Wilyer Abreu. Strike one. Now fly ball to right center. Slater in pursuit. And he makes the catch. And that is that. 3 up, 3 down for him there. We played 2 full. No score. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling.
Baldwin.
Oh, look at the stop. Fires to first. Nicely done for the out.
Well, I'm impressed with this guy's internal clock. He knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure his grip on the baseball, and make a strong, accurate throw.
So up next for Chicago, Corey Julks. Right through there for a strike. Top of the third, no score. Outside low, and it's 1-1. Swing and a foul out of play. Fights that one away, still 1-2. One down, base is empty. Just missing there, and it's 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Just misses the mark outside the zone.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. Got it. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Well, that splitter out of the hand, it just sort of jumps on you, and your interpretation is here comes a fastball again. Well, it never really reaches because the bottom falls out of it and you swing over the top, and that's why they call it a split finger fastball, because it looks like a four-seamer.
Matt Thaiss comes up to hit here. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. 2 down, nobody on.
Ball, that's down.
And that one clips the corner.
That's excellent location on the fastball right
One
there
ball, 2
early
strikes.
in this game. If he can do that all game, should be a good outing for him.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Whips it to Casas. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. 1-2-3 go the White Sox. Still no score. Back inside Fenway Park as we go to the last of the third. And stepping in for Boston, Christian Campbell. That one finds the zone. Strike one. Campbell with a homer in his last game. And a base hit up the middle. So a man on base to start the inning.
Everything came together for him. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Connor Wong will hit next with 3 hits and 4 runs batted in the series. This one in the air right field. And there's one down.
Batting ninth, center fielder,
Cedar Rafaela up next for the Red Sox. That's to third. Rojas. 1 at second, and that's 2. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 3 innings complete. We're tied 0-0. Back here in Boston as we go to the top of the 4th. Here's Josh Rojas. In there at the knees. That's strike 1.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. When you're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
On the ground to third. To first, but it pulls him off the bag.
Now batting, right fielder, Austin Slater.
Austin Slater steps to the plate for the White Sox. Grounded out his first time up. Squirts away a little bit. And an excellent job keeping it right there. Rojas on at first, nobody out. Next offering is in for a strike.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
And a count 1-2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base. Trying to stay out of the double play right here.
The 1-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And a swing and a miss. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. So now the DH
Up
spot,
next for
Andrew
Chicago,
Vaughn,
the
grounded out to
designated
short in his
Andrew
first
Vaughn.
trip. Vaughn, in his 5th season, 26 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2019. In the dirt, in there
He's in there.
safely. Rojas into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility.
Well, that right there erases the chance at the inning-ending double play. So good job on the bases to move up on the wild pitch. Changes the outlook of the inning in a pretty big way.
The number 3 overall pick out of Cal for the White Sox in 2019. Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
4th inning underway, no score. And a foul ball. And a 1-2 again. Swings and misses. Wong gathers, throws to first, out on the drop, 3rd strike, 2 gone.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking
Up next
very
for
dangerous to these
Chicago,
hitters.
first
7
baseman,
punch-outs
Joey
already.
Gallo.
So this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Gallo batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1.
0-1.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. The White Sox leave 1, and we're still knotted at 0. Back here in Boston,
off
bottom
for
4,
the
now
Red
batting
Sox,
Jaron Duran.
Left fielder,
Singy, you got to
Jaron
appreciate a guy who's
Duran.
this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Up and in, and that is ball 1.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to it to improve your game, but ultimately you either have it or you don't.
And Benintendi able to make the grab.
3rd baseman, Alex Bregman.
And now it's Alex Bregman, grounded out his first time up.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a 3rd baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield. That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it, just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Now it's Devers at the plate. Struck out swinging his first time. And that's outside. Ball 1. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. Fletcher makes the catch, and that is that. Through 4, still tied. Zip, zip. We go to the top of the 5th. Here's the left fielder, Andrew Benintendi. Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. That one fouled off.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. Crawford ready to fire now. This one lifted in the air, left field. Duran makes the grab, 1 away.
Now batting, the center fielder, Dominic Fletcher.
And up next for Chicago, Dominic Fletcher. Struck out swinging his first time.
Go Red Sox! Woo!
And a foul ball. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. The White Sox hitless so far in the game. Chopped left side, and that chance handled. On the run, throw to first, and they get the out.
Now batting, shortstop Brooks Baldwin.
So 2 down now, and here is Brooks Baldwin. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat. Foul ball there.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. Swing and a ball softly hit out into left center, and that's the third out. Down in order go the White Sox, and we are still scoreless. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Here's the Boston cleanup hitter, Tristan Casas.
Tristan Casas.
Wilson back to work. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1.
You know, these Red Sox, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. Just one.
Well hit the other way. That one going back and foul. High fly ball down the left field line. And Benintendi able to make the grab. And there's one down.
Now batting, shortstop David Hamilton.
And now the shortstop, David Hamilton. He's 0 for 1. Into left center for a base hit. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Check that. He'll stop at first with a single after putting on the brakes.
Up next for the
Dominant
Red Sox,
performance for him today,
right
Boo.
fielder,
Just 2 hits
William
allowed so far. No
Abreu.
runs across either. And he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
Runner on at first with one gone. And now the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. Cut on and lifted in the air. And Benintendi able to make the grab. Out number 2.
Now batting, second baseman, Christian Campbell.
Christian Campbell getting ready to hit. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second, 2 on and 2 out.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Connor Wong digs in now. Flied to right his first time. Pitch is in there. That's strike one. Runner edges away at second. Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And that is the inning. Boston strands a pair. 6th inning coming up. Still nothing on the scoreboard. Top of the 6th inning. Now it's the second baseman, Corey Jolks. Bounding ball here, rolls foul.
You know, these White Sox, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
And a swing and a miss. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Nice.
Matt Thaiss steps to the plate for the White Sox. Rolled out to second in his first at bat. Late swing, foul to the left.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
All tied up, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Ball one there.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at bat.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
Strike him out.
And that's
No,
outside.
that's out.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Here's a 2-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Quite the matchup we're seeing here. 6 foul balls in this at bat alone, really making him work out there.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Grinding AB right here, about to see pitch number 10. And it remains 2-2. Fastball is outside.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Not a very good curveball right there, but sometimes those high breaking balls kind of surprise you as a hitter, and when they stay high, have just a little more velo on them to get by you. And that 2-strike count, I thought was a pretty good pitch to hit. I think he got a little too excited and tried to do too much.
Rojas
That's a ball.
stands in here, takes ball 1
One
low.
ball, no strikes.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Fly ball center field, Rafaela. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. So he's through 6 no-hit innings now, and we still have no score. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Center fielder, CF Rafaela.
Right through there for a strike. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 1 down. So the Red Sox lineup turns over. Jarren Duran up next for the Red Sox. 0-2 in this one. And there's a fly ball deep right field. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Round second, digging for third. Not in time. He's safe.
And that hit carries a little extra meaning, Boog. It keeps his hitting streak going. He is dialed in at the dish right now.
I don't think there's a more confident hitter in all of baseball right now. Looks like he's expecting a knock every time he steps to the plate. Now it's Alex Bregman. First pitch just misses. With the go-ahead run at third here in the bottom of the 6th. Ripped to third and caught.
That'll drive you crazy as a hitter if you let it. I mean, he couldn't have hit that ball more on the screws than he did, and yet he's got nothing to show for it. Hang with him. I know the feeling.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Rafael Devers up to hit. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Two outs, runner on first. Tristan Casas up next for the Red Sox. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1.
0-1.
Swing and a ball drilled center field. And makes the grab. And that will end the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 1-0. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of inning number 7. Now it's the right fielder, Austin Slater. That clips the zone, and that's strike 1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Looking to get the tying run on base. And that one is inside ball 1. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
And now the DH, Andrew Vaughn. That clips the corner.
No ball. 1 strike.
This one in the air. Casas under it. And there are 2 outs.
Now batting, the first baseman, Joey Gallo.
And now it's Joey Gallo. Still no hits on the board. 1 out away from taking the no-no into the 8th. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
That one close, ruled the ball. And the count is 1-1. Way out front for strike 2.
Well, I'm impressed with that challenge pitch right there. Even with this slim lead, this guy's not afraid to go right after these hitters.
On the ground, and that's through. Their first hit of the ball game. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
He made a great run at it, Boog. I mean, he had their hitters off balance for the entire game up until this point, and maybe he didn't get all the way to 27 outs, but he deserves a lot of credit.
Yeah, really fantastic effort. Gave us all a great show, and now we'll see what's left for him. Runner at first with 2 away. Andrew Benintendi now at the plate. Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Red Sox bullpen.
Now pitching.
Pitching change here, Brennan Bernardino.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Line drive and foul ball.
Right now, they're looking for something hit hard into the gaps, give them an opportunity with 2 outs to score that run from first.
Pitch kicks away. And now a man into scoring position.
You know, sometimes it takes a reliever a little time to get comfortable with the mound out there, especially when they come in trying to be nasty with every pitch they throw. Not exactly what they were looking for when they called him in, though. We'll see if he can settle down.
So the tying run at second. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Swing and a miss, and that is that. So one left for the White Sox. They still trail 1-0. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Number 64.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Well, one-run game. Here's the shortstop at the plate. David Hamilton, 1 for 2. Swing and a ball lined to center. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Now batting, the right fielder, Willier.
So up next, Willier Abreu. Ground ball right side. Oh, great grab on the dive. And that's a great play for the out.
I love the fact that the pitcher didn't become a spectator on this play. Nice job by the first baseman to dive, get dirty, knock that ball down. And if the pitcher's not there, he's got nobody to flip it to. Excellent job by both those guys.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the second baseman, Christian Campbell. That missed by a lot. And that's ball 1. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. That one is hammered right field. Going back on this one. Pulls it in on the warning track. Back in Boston, ready to begin the 8th. Here's the center fielder, Dominic Fletcher. And that drops in for a strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Right through there, got him. And one gone.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1, any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
White Sox making a move for pinch hitter Lenny Sosa.
And he would be the tying run, Boog, so we may see him try to launch one if he gets a good pitch to handle.
Bounce to the right, and that goes foul. In for a strike, and the count is 0-2. Gets under it and pops it up. Bregman has this one sized up. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Up next for Chicago, second baseman Corey Julks.
Now it's the second baseman, Corey Julks, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And there's a foul ball. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2.
Well, no signs of wavering on the mound here in the 8th. He's looking rock solid so far.
Got him swinging. Nothing doing for the White Sox. They trail here 1-0.
Now pitching for
They hand the ball
Chicago.
over to a new arm,
Number
Justin
60.
Anderson. He has a
Justin
great slider with
Anderson.
tons of movement. And now it's the catcher for the
Leading
Red
off
Sox,
for the
Kutter
Red
Wong.
Sox.
This is a
Catcher,
guy who is
Kutter
very highly
Wong.
regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. And there's a ball.
You come into the game knowing that unless the ball's in the dirt or gets by him, we're probably not going to steal anything today. So that's where you want to get a little more aggressive on your secondary lead and hope that some base hits, some slugs, some home runs can come into play. Well, I'll say this as a former position player and base stealer, when you come into a game and you've got a guy like this behind the dish with a big arm, you really have to change your approach. Can't try to steal because you'll get thrown out. Maybe get a little bigger lead, be aggressive on the secondary, but this type of guy shuts the running game down.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. That one is blasted. Left field towards the monster. Going, gone. And they boost their lead. It's 2-0.
A little more breathing room is always a good thing in baseball, and now they have it. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
CF Rafaela up next for the Red Sox. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. Red Sox by 2. He swings and hits a fly ball center field, and that'll fall for a base hit.
Now batting left
So
fielder,
man aboard,
Jarren
and next for the Red
Duran.
Sox, Jarren Duran. 1 for 3. Just missed.
Ball.
Anderson ready to work. Swinging a foul straight back.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Here's a 1-1. Just
Ball.
missed.
2-1.
Swing and a line drive ripped right center field. Fletcher takes it in for the out. And there's one down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind
Up
yourself
next
it's
for the
about
Red
the
Sox,
process. He did
third
everything right
baseman,
there. Nothing to
Alex
show for it.
Bregman.
But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Here's Alex Bregman. And it's fouled away. Red Sox leading it by 2. Fought off foul. Swing and a ball popped up. Gallo on the move. Hauls it in for the out. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Red Sox, designated hitter, Rafael Devers.
And it's Rafael Devers in the box. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. It's 0-1.
0 balls, 1
Good
strike.
pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. Last chance coming up here for the White Sox. All set to start the 9th in this one. Now it's the White Sox catcher, Matt Thaiss. Aroldis Chapman comes out trying to close it out.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
And that gets the inside corner for a strike. Chapman, multi-time All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a sinker, a slider, and occasionally works in a splitter. Swings over the splitter for strike 3.
Well, that's the effect of the splitter that you're looking for on the mound. Really nice pitch right there, and had him out in front over the top. I'm sure the batter was thinking he was getting something else, perhaps a fastball, a little more straight and velo to it.
He's 2 outs away. Now the third baseman, Josh Rojas. 0 for 3 in this one. That catches the corner. Chapman, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
2 strikes.
Swings through it for the K. Now only 1 out remaining.
This is definitely what a team likes to see out of their closer. Come in and just destroy all hope. First 2 batters, 2 strikeouts. See if he can strike out the side.
So they're down to their final out. So up next for Chicago, Austin Slater. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
Back up the middle and a base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center. As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that, somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch, a walk, something bad happens, because outside of that, stuff is just too good to fail.
And now Andrew Vaughn. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
And he's got deception in his delivery, and it's not that he's trying to deceive the hitters. He just has this natural flow that makes it hard for hitters to pick the ball up. It gets on them a little bit quicker than they anticipate, even though they know what the velocity numbers are.
The White Sox down to their final strike. Stays alive. Hit to right, and that should do it. And he'll put it away. Ball game. And the Red Sox claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
This team is completely in the driver's seat right now. You won the first 3 games of the series at home. You have to come back for the next game ready to put your foot on their necks and win the ball game, win the series. You can dominate. You've got the energy of the fans behind you. After what they've done in the first 3 games of this series, you know this place is going to be packed for the 4th game.